All right, y'all. Welcome to the MC Pod. Today we got a little different version of the MC Pod. So if you don't like anime, go to the next episode. Sorry, this is the anime episode.
Yeah.
My boy Dylan's here. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, pimp. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Like I said, he's a big movie guy, but also he's even a bigger anime guy. So I was coerced to make sure we had an anime episode.
Sounded like I hold you at gunpoint for this. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. The gun may be behind me. I don't.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
But in general, so this is more movie based, you know what I'm saying? We talk about movies here, but me, I am a pretty big anime, I am a pretty big weeb, you know what I'm saying, if I would say so myself, but also, you know, sometimes it feels like I'm a closeted weeb just because I don't talk about it that much, you know what I'm saying? And like, unlike me, Dylan is more, Dylan and anime low-key have a simpatico where, like, that's almost his personality. So because he lives and breathes it, is the best way to explain it, right?
I suppose.
You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say he's, He definitely got his card. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got his anime card for sure. Definitely. And for somebody who's watched it for, you know what I'm saying, since I was a kid, he's on the same level on top of, you know, he just enjoys it so much more. So much. You know? And I enjoy it just as much. I'm trying to gas you up.
I was going to say, I do feel like you watch a lot more, like you consume a lot more anime content than I do. I'm a little bit more selective when it comes to the stuff that I watch.
But that's the cinephile in them, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Here we go again. Here we go. Cinephile again. I'm just more passionate about the anime that I've seen. And it's like the thing that I want to talk to people about the most. And I know it's kind of becoming more mainstream and more accepted among people.
That's fair.
So I feel like I'm way more like, I want to talk about it a lot more because of the fact that more people are kind of getting into it.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to talk about it ever since I was a kid. But now it's like, when he asked me to come on for the pod, I was like, I'm down to do the movie pod. But I was like, are we going to get an anime one in now? And he was like, you know what? Yeah, we can do that. He was like, we could do that. So,
I got you, Pump. I got you.
Not coerced, suggested.
It was suggested, yeah.
Suggested.
But I was just trying to give you flowers on you, I'm saying,
Appreciate it.
Knows this stuff and, you know, wanted to have a little convo about it. So, welcome to the anime episode.
Anime.
We were talking about, for a little bit just because we just watched a little of ReZero right now because I haven't seen the 5th episode. So he was like, throw it on. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You down to rewatch it already? He's like, yeah. So watched a little of that while we're eating right now. And it's pretty wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For just in general, you're going to get if you're not caught up in certain things, you're going to get a little spoiler. You know, I'll try to let you know what show we're about to talk about, but just know if we're going to talk about a show, make sure you're semi-caught up, depending.
I kind of want to try to avoid spoilers, but like for this, especially
for this season, just because it's in the middle of the season.
No, I'll avoid spoilers for this season, but I will say to talk about the show does involve spoilers because even the premise of the show in and of itself can be a spoiler for people.
Well, yeah, it's true if you haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen it, you know.
Yeah, I mean? But also like, I guess because you know how the
whole thing works. You know what I mean? The concept.
That's fair. The
concept.
Yeah, but like if you're watching the show, you better know the concept. Like
that's fair.
You know.
That's fair.
I feel like, you know.
That's fair, I suppose.
Unless you're in the first like season, you know, unless they're like airing the first season, it's a little more like, all right, well, you know, chill out on it. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's like one of his favorite animes. I really like it. I don't know if I'm not really good at I wouldn't say grading, but I'm not really good at like ranking, I would say, as much.
It's kind of hard to though, because there's so much.
Yeah. So I'm just not a ranker in general. So I don't know where I would put it, but in general, like definitely like really good show. Love the show. Fun season so far. A little all over the place, but for the most part, yeah, I think they're going in an interesting direction. You know, I feel like the first couple seasons, like especially the first two, felt like one thing in itself.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
now we're kind of
Expanding.
yeah, we're expanding the world a lot. You know, now they're getting to damn near like little arcs in
Yeah.
a sense, like season by
Right.
season so far is what it feels like.
Yes, but I mean, I think that was always the goal with the show because, I mean, the beginning of it. Again, spoilers for people. The first season really banks on the return by death
Yeah,
concept.
yeah, and
with,
they don't
uh,
really,
with,
yeah.
with Subaru. Like
Sometimes
that,
we forget about it now.
that is the whole. And again, like for people who don't know, return by death in ReZero is like. If you've ever played like a video game or something like that, like whenever you die in a video game, you go back to like a previous save point. That's kind of like the main power that the main character has, except in order for his power to activate, he has to die. And sometimes those deaths that be happening in the show, oh my gosh,
Getting back to his love for horror.
Oh my god, yeah, going back to the love for horror. Talk about horror right there. My goodness. If some of those deaths were done in live action, they wouldn't be able to do it, is all I'm saying. It would be too graphic,
That's
even
true.
for the adults. That's what
true,
I'm
that's
saying.
true.
Because, like, some of those deaths be hitting a little too hard. You know what I mean? Like, especially, like, it's not even just the deaths themselves, but, like, the psychological aspect of it, the psyche of it, the fact that he's died over and over and
Hearing
over
him
again.
screaming and you know.
And the fact is, and the catch is, because people will probably be like, well, why doesn't he tell anybody about them? He can't talk about it. He literally can't talk about it. He can't tell people that he's returning by death. If he tries to, it'll either kill himself or it'll kill the person he tries to tell.
Facts.
It's like the rule for the thing, and it's like, damn, bro, like this show is dark. Like there's a lot of light moments for sure, but like the serious moments are, I'm like, damn, bro, like they really went there, you know.
But yeah, that's what it makes. I feel like that's what makes it good. You
Oh,
know?
100%.
I feel like if it wasn't that dark, it would be very calm on the. You know what I'm saying? How the show is.
I think they would lean more on the fantasy aspects of the story because like the
Probably.
fantasy aspects they are kind of leaning a bit more on because they've gotten you in like used to the characters and like they admit you love the characters now, you know who they are and everything, so now they're like, okay, now we can do a little bit more world building, and we can expand on like the fantasy and like the land and like the world and everything a lot more because the first two seasons are so character based. They're so character based.
100,000%, and that's why it feels like one thing, and then especially when you get into the third season, they definitely are really trying to build the world out, build the other characters, but since you already have your main characters, you're less building the other characters, and you're building more of the world with the characters.
Right, because the first two seasons is a big character study, specifically for Subaru, and eventually they do get to his main love interest, the Amelia. They get a lot into her backstory as well. They get into a lot of the backstories to a lot of like the main characters.
Yeah.
Specifically, Subaru a lot in season 1, a little bit more in season 2, and then they get like the other main characters in season 2. Once all that is established, then in season 3 they're like, okay, we're gonna focus on a lot more action. We're gonna focus a lot more on the world and like what this world is and how it kind of connects back to maybe even our world, the Earth world, in a lot of ways, because they're hinting a lot of stuff there. And I'm not saying like hinting. They're like basically straight up saying that like
there's a lot more people from Earth that have been to
this world. Yeah, and a lot of their a lot of like the stuff that's happening in this show, like they're only able to proceed because Subaru has like all the Earth knowledge.
Exactly.
And it's like,
which makes him special.
It makes him it's why he's the main character, guys.
Makes him special.
And I'm really interested and curious to see how they're gonna blend that more as the story goes with like the lore and the characters and everything. And of course, there's still the horror aspects,
which he loves.
There's still the deaths. It's like,
loves.
you know, this recent season, the episodes 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, him getting
Yeah.
Blicky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like Man,
can't escape
dude.
that blicky. You know what I'm saying?
That and then the stuff with the cave, bro. Like,
Oh, the cave was a little crazy.
had me going like, this is a nightmare up in here, like a straight up nightmare. Fuel.
That was kind of wild.
Damn. Like, wow. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out ReZero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite anime just in general, but I think currently it's probably going to be one of my favorite anime that has probably come out this year.
Okay. Fire. Damn, and we're only on episode 5.
I just know from the people who read the light novels, they say that by the end of this, once everything is fully in the picture and everything is all said and done, that this is going to be the best season.
Oh, okay.
By far. They're saying it's even better than season 1, which is crazy because it's still technically the best season.
Well, yeah, but it's hard not to beat when you're like, and you're trying to set up and you're giving all, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the first time you're like, oh shit, what's going on?
But also season 1 had a lot of those, like episode 15 and 18 specifically of season 1 were like definitely like the big peaks of this series. Like, this is cinema. You know, cinema.
Absolute. You know.
And
speaking of your favorites, what is it? What would you say some of your other favorites are? You know what I'm saying, since it's gonna be like a, you know, them kind of getting to know. You know what I'm saying, our thoughts, our takes. You know what I'm saying, different stuff like that. You know, let's all right. Let me, you know. I know some of obviously, but you know, what do we?
Yeah. Well, we'll put ReZero to the side for now, and then I'll tell you like what like my actual like, because it's not my favorite, but I'm just really passionate about it because it's more not as well known. You enjoy.
Well,
it's also not as well known.
I guess, yeah, to the common man. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's a little bit more niche for people.
Yeah,
you feel
especially when it was like in its second season.
Oh yeah,
you feel me? I feel like it didn't really get that like jump to even being promoted in a mainstreamish way until maybe like end to like beginning of season 3, especially because of that gap in the hiatus.
Exactly,
so.
And they're focusing more on it now. Which good job, Crunchyroll, by the way. Finally, you're representing properly. Okay.
Just because they're more popular now, but
But going back to some of my other favorites, I tell everybody on planet Earth this. He already knows what I'm about to say. Look, he's smiling. He already knows what I'm about to say right now. But my favorite anything in terms of entertainment, anything on this planet, he's already hinting at it. My favorite thing on planet Earth at this particular moment is One Piece. I am a huge One Piece fan, and a lot of people who haven't seen the show are going to be rolling their eyes saying, this motherfucker over here. Like,
nobody's saying that, bro.
What?
Nobody's saying that.
No, there are. There are people like, how can you love a show that's like 1,000+ episodes? And the thing is,
the people who've seen it will, you know, ride with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, I'm sure.
The thing is about the show is that it's more than...
Tell us what to think about the show.
It's more than just a show. It's a journey. It is a journey. And if you treat the show like that, not as like this entity that has to be conquered, like, oh, I gotta watch 1,000 episodes. If you just are like, take the episodes aside.
Yeah.
If you just sit down and you just try to watch it and just enjoy it at your own pace, at your own leisure, skip the filler episodes, do all that stuff. I know you have words about that, but I say skip the filler episodes. You don't have to watch them. If you enjoy it at your own pace, the rewards you reap, the more you get towards it, are astronomical. Like, to where you'll be like, this is like the modern day epic.
Okay.
It's a modern day epic.
Okay.
It really, really is. It's like, you know, a lot of people talk about, like, you know, Homer's The Odyssey being like the greatest epic of all time and stuff like that. This is going to go down as one of those.
Fair.
It's the modern day epic for this generation. Because it starts out very small, very quaint, and every single arc within the show builds more and more and more. And while some arcs, again, the show is not perfect. I'm going to tell you straight up.
Nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect. But that's the point, you know what I mean? Like, nothing's perfect, all right? Not even this show, which I say is my favorite thing. I can come on here and say, like, the show's not perfect. It has its highs and lows, like everything does. But I think the high points of the show greatly outweigh any of the minor negatives that you might have with some arcs. Because there are some arcs in One Piece where I'm like, this is taking a bit too long. It really is. I'm like, this arc is a little bit
But
too
what
long
is
for
really
me.
too long? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. But
You feel me?
I do think that there are some arcs where I'm like with I'm just gonna name some, like with like Thriller Bark and Fishman. You know, like I love those arcs, but they're a bit too long, just for my liking. And it's like there's a lot of up and down moments with them. You know, there's like really high highs, but then there's also like parts where you're like, Luffy's just like in a graveyard dancing with zombies right now. Like what are we doing right now?
We're having fun.
We
What
are
you
having
talking
fun.
about? We're having
We are having
fun.
fun. But
We're on an adventure. What
but
do you mean?
but for a lot of people that could be boring. Not for me, but for a lot of people that can be boring, and I can see the argument for it being too long, but again, the journey of the show is what matters.
Okay.
And
Shout out One Piece.
That's why it's my favorite at this moment.
You know what I'm saying?
in time,
Shout out
you
One
know.
Piece.
Probably will be till the day I die. There's not another show like it. That's the other thing. There really isn't another show like it.
Fair.
Like, you can compare all the other shonens and say this is similar and this is similar, but like, in all honesty, there's only like maybe like one or two shows that even like stand a candle to One Piece, and like in my opinion, they still haven't even reached that echelon that show has.
Fair.
Although
Shout out One Piece. Shout out One Piece.
Although there is one exception
We do. Okay.
that we'll talk about soon.
Okay, one exception. All right, we'll talk about the exception soon. I don't know what the exception is. So.
No, you know.
What is it? All right, so One Piece. Is there anything else that's in that upper echelon for you?
Well,
I will stand with you. One Piece is great. What is it? When I was growing up, I only watched a little of One Piece, and so I started giving it more of a try when I was older, but I never really was able to like break the barrier of I probably only got like maybe like to like a 200 episode level, and then probably in the last was maybe like 2-ish years I remember I was like, all right, fine, I'll try for his sake.
I will be to be fair, I did
And-
pester him quite a bit.
That's an understatement.
Okay. Now we're being dramatic.
Love it. But yeah, and I was always telling, I was like, yeah, I mean, I just never was able to like pass, and I was like, I'm sure I'll watch it someday, but I just never got to it. So I was like, all right, and then yeah, he kept pestering me. He kept, come on. But that's like anime fans in like
In
a
general.
nutshell. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just wanna.
We want people to talk about things with, you know?
Yeah, fair.
We don't have as much community, and like the community that we do have are people that are like either hating or loving, and there's no in between.
That is true.
And we want just normal anime fans, not the crazy diehards, not the haters, normal anime fans. That's what we want.
Fair.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
And it's hard to find them. It really is.
That's fair. So if you're out there, comment, I'm a normal anime. If you're out there, comment, I'm a normal anime fan.
Everyone's
Hello.
gonna be like, I'm a normal one.
Just comment, hi, I'm a normal anime fan.
Then you're gonna see people and it's like all over their profile.
I
and
see your
everything.
profile. Are you really normal?
Yeah. Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure about that?
If you say you're normal, we're gonna believe you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
we will.
I'm a normal anime fan. Nice to meet you. But yeah, like, so I actually probably caught up maybe like a little less than a year ago or something like that. Probably right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I would say like somewhere around there, like a year-ish ago.
You did it pretty quickly though. I can't lie.
Oh yeah. But what really helped was I had a moment where I hurt my back again, and I was like at the crib for 3 weeks straight because like I couldn't get out of bed, and so I was like, you know what? And I was already in the middle of like my journey. I was like, all right, you know what? My journey. I had to say it like that.
There it is.
But yeah, then I was like, all right, like I'll like binge a lot, and I probably got a good like at least like 100+ episodes in just in that like 3-week span. But yeah, in general, yeah, no, I got through it pretty quick. But I mean, I watch a lot of TV in general, and when I'm at the crib, like I've explained this to you, where I don't really watch a lot of movies at the crib, just because I go to the movie so much anyways. So a lot of times when I'm at the crib, most of the time I'm just gonna watch anime, maybe a little maybe a sports game, maybe some YouTube, but mostly 70-80% of like my like TV consumption is anime. So it's like, yeah, might as well.
W.
But yeah, so shout out One Piece, you know what I'm saying? shoot, and now we're in a weird predicament where I'm caught up and he's not. So like it's I
Excuse me.
don't know where we are with that.
Excuse me. Hello.
He was like, oh my god, you're caught up. Now I have somebody I can talk to about it, and now I'm like, I'm caught up and I don't have somebody to.
What are you talking about? I just caught up recently.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I just caught up recently. What are you talking about?
There we go.
Yeah. I finished Egghead. I'm on Elbath right now. That's where we're at in One Piece right now.
But you're still waiting for that to come out. You haven't even started watching Elbath, you said.
I watched the first few episodes.
Okay, fair. We're here. Never mind, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here.
It is funny. I did rewatch before the first episode of Elbath came out. I rewatched all of the Egghead that they just dropped the dub for.
Oh yeah,
you know
that's when I caught up.
So I could okay, perfect.
That's when the dub came out.
What is it? Because I was like, oh,
sorry,
I want to watch
people.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up with the dub. I got to stick with it. Although I do watch both actually.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I watch both. You know what I'm saying?
I watch both.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? If Sub's there and I'm not eating, I'll go crazy. But
exactly. The eating is the hard part.
But yeah, like what is it? Yeah, I just maybe a couple days before, so I was like really ready, because I think that's when they dropped the new dub too. Ooh, I was turned. I was so turned,
bro.
I was so turned, But yeah, the first episode was fire, and then the last couple episodes were like chill, calm, and then yeah, they're starting to ramp up again, which is cool. You're getting a little more story, which is cool.
Well, that's the other thing with One Piece is that how I like to watch it is arc by arc, not episode by episode, because if you especially you need a good batch of episodes to watch it because they always.
Fair. I'm a little more patient than him, so
just every episode is one small step in the story. You know what I mean? Because of the way that they pace the show.
That's true.
And so for me, it's if I'm gonna
I got crazy patience.
If I got to sit down and watch it, I need maybe at least a good solid 5 episodes. You know what I mean? Before I can dip my toe into an arc. But even then, I'll usually wait till it's 10 episodes or something like that. I can get a good chunk of story, and I'm not just getting little morsels, just little morsels every week, and it's just
that makes sense.
And the only time when I get to the point where I get the morsels of it is when big moments happen, big fights, big story revelations and stuff. But it's
fair.
If they're just kind of goofing around on the island for a little bit, I'll give it a few episodes.
Fair. That makes sense. Yeah, for me, I'll take one baby step. I'll be good, And then also it helps because it's sometimes you can't even if there is that many, it's I gotta really scrounge out some time to watch 5 to 10 episodes back to back to back to binge sometimes, and sometimes it's you're watching, multiple shows and everything like that, and sometimes all right, today I'm gonna watch 7 episodes, but it's one episode from each different show. You know what I'm saying? Catching up on whatever. So yeah, But I get you. Different strokes, pimp. Different strokes.
Exactly.
But yeah, what are some other animes that you're I rock with this to the death and back.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do some popular polls, and then I'm going to do a crazy poll that only the real anime people know. I'm being so for real right now.
I believe him. I'm
being so for real right now.
This is why we brought him.
Some of the more well-known ones that I would put in a top 10. And mind you, top 10 for me is really top 5. Because, again, it's you said, it's hard to rank anime because...
And there's so many.
So many of them are top 5 material that you literally can't rank just 5 in top 5.
Yeah, half of it's
more
based
tier
off...
lists.
Yeah, and then half of it's based off your, your preference and stuff.
Exactly.
Too,
so some of my... I'm just going to list off some of my favorites off RIP. The Togashi works, so Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, the 2011. Those two are some of my favorite anime ever.
Fair.
Attack on Titan, obviously everybody who gets into anime, that's usually their first one. It's a great one for a reason because the storytelling specifically with that one is chef's kiss.
Fair.
All the way through.
All the way through.
And then we'll get to this in a second, but I do have a soft spot for Naruto.
Okay. So it was about Naruto. Okay, I figured it was really
Naruto.
Yeah.
Off camera, I was I'm talking about your favorite. We're gonna get to that, and he was like, I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna
We'll
wait.
see.
I'm gonna
We'll
wait.
see.
I'm gonna
We'll
wait.
see. We'll see.
Naruto, I do have a soft spot for. I was actually just talking to my sister about it recently.
Okay.
She's been watching a few episodes, just like
Oh, interesting.
when she's had her free time. She's been rewatching some of like the original
Okay, fair enough.
Naruto and like
Yeah,
a
I'm a
little
Naruto
bit of,
Shippuden stan. I mean,
Yeah,
Naruto
yeah.
like original obviously is amazing too, but like favorite anime definitely Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
and actually one of the things that I was gonna say is I think Naruto is up there with One Piece in terms of like stature.
This is crazy to hear from him. This is
I'm
crazy.
no, I
Crazy to hear from.
I'm
Okay,
I'm
I'm all
but
ears.
I'm
I'm all
being
ears.
so for real right now because like I think the thing about Naruto, and it's something that I've misunderstood about it until recently someone said this to me and I was like, you're so right.
Oh, okay.
It's-
All right. I'm intrigued.
Are
I'm
you
intrigued
ready?
now. I'm intrigued now.
This is gonna surprise you like so much, but it's gonna make so much sense.
He's probably right. He's probably right.
Naruto
Like, this ain't a surprise.
Naruto as a whole, original and Shippuden, is a drama series disguised as a shonen. It's a drama series disguised as a shonen because it's more about the emotions and the backstories and the motivations behind the characters and how they clash with each other consistently throughout the series. The reason why talk no jutsu, if you know, you know, in Naruto in Naruto is a thing, is because it's literally two different people arguing over their philosophies in life, and that's a drama. That is at the core of every drama on planet Earth, is a clashing of two people, not just physically in a fight, but ideologically and emotionally and mentally. That's
true.
a drama.
That is true.
Naruto is secretly a drama, people, because a lot of people, they watch it nowadays and they're like, yeah, some of the fights are really cool, but not all of them are that great. You know what I mean? But I'm like,
There's so many fights that are hella cool that it's like the not so cool fights. It's like you can't even like be like, well, not all of them are that cool. It's like, well, there's so many good fights. It doesn't matter.
but the thing is even
which
in
is
the
kind of funny too.
even in the not so cool fights, there's always like a clashing of ideologies and characters.
It's always deeper than rap.
It's drama.
It's always deeper.
It's all drama, and this is why I think most people will agree with this. This is why Boruto's not as good. Boruto is focusing way more on the taijutsu, the fighting, the this, the that. They're trying to recapture like the Akatsuki in a beta way, trying to bring in all these elements from Naruto that aren't as good. But the one thing that Boruto forgets is the drama.
Yeah,
And
that's
Naruto is a very dramatic show. It's very dramatic. One of my favorite fights early on is Naruto versus Neji. And it's because of the fact that you have the underdog, the loser, the class clown going up against the genius, the upper echelon of all the students. And that is at the core of the fight. And that's what makes the fight so compelling and so engaging.
That's true.
And then the conclusion. You know, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
And that's just one fight I named, and that's early on in the show. I can name so many more fights that are very similar to that one.
It's true.
You know?
Damn, that was beautiful.
All the iconic ones.
That's
you
beautiful.
know?
That was beautiful.
And I know that because it's your favorite, I wanted to talk about it with you today. You know, it's like he's doing this for me, so I got to do something for him, you know?
Throwing that love, you know what I'm saying?
You know, and it's like, you know, like I can respect, and even Oda, the author of One Piece himself, can respect that Naruto's up there with his work. That, and the only other thing is, the other one I was going to say is all of the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Fire.
Those are the three right there. Those are the three, like, probably, like, epics that'll go down in history.
Yeah, that's true. And, like, I feel like they've all really, what's the best way to say it? Yeah, but for the most part, I really do think that all of them have like shaped anime in their own way, and it's so easy to see where they've really done a good job of being so original in their own ways, where you watch back to them, you're like, oh shit, okay, I can see this. Oh shit, I can see this. Oh shit, okay, they do it kind of like that. Oh, they did, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you watch anything like, oh, they kind of, you know, and even if it's like, oh, they kind of did it like a different anime. Even when you watch the other one, you're like, no, but that's from, you know. So yeah, and they're so unique in their own way where they're all very solidified,
right?
You know, in the grand scheme of things, which is
especially
cool.
in the fan bases too. The fan bases go crazy for
Exactly,
those
exactly.
three specifically,
and they're just from such long ago where it's like
But I feel like all those shows have like definitely influenced all current gen anime, especially shonen, like all the ones that you can think of, like My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, all of those specifically
I'm listening.
derive stuff
I killed it
from those three.
I don't know if I killed
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z,
true.
original, One Piece, and Naruto, and they all are. Those three even are all very similar to each other, but they're also all a little bit different in more core ways that differentiate them. Because like with a lot of shows, it's like you see the similarities, you see the tropes, you see the this, you see the that, but at the core of like those three in particular, there's something different at the center, at the root of each of them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Dragon Ball being the originator, One Piece focusing more on the geopolitical like aspect side of things and more kind of themes and real life scenarios
and
real life.
and real like extensive world building.
Extensive, probably the most insane world building in anything. Period.
100,000%.
And then Naruto with the drama and the emotion.
I think when you said that, it was really perfect because I'm like, anybody who really likes that show understands that the heart of it all is the ideology of anything. Really like getting to the core of just your thoughts, what you think about the world, human behavior, just human interaction, and the end of the day, love. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different things where it's very grounded in that, even though it's fucking insane and there's so many things going on.
We still got like big titans fighting each other on screen and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the core.
Yeah, whereas in like in a Dragon Ball Z, there's so many different random things where, Goku is just, a terrible dad or,
That's just a meme, though.
Yeah, obviously not actually, but like, there's just like so many different things that he's doing where it's like the moral standpoint isn't really like the forefront, you know what I'm saying? And same with One Piece where it's like, if you take a step back, really Luffy is like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's moments where you're like, oh, like he could be a bad guy. Oh, he's kind of being an asshole there. Oh, but also it's like, that's not the point of it. He's free. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other aspects of it they're trying to highlight where that's not the personality trait that they're trying to give you. But Naruto is solely about like morality and where does your mind go with what is more, and where like all these other shows they do like have that aspect of it, but that's not the core, and there are like little things where they focus on that, but at the core that's literally what it's all about. Like, let's talk about friendship. Let's talk about nations and it being almost it is really wild. You know what I'm saying? We could go really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And this podcast could be like 5 hours.
But for real though, it is like, that's why I really enjoy it, because it does make you think. I am very much of a, I guess, emotional person where I enjoy the philosophy of it all,
Exactly.
And watching that and watching the talk no jutsus and really getting into that, it really hits home. So for that, yeah, that's probably why it's my favorite. But
the other thing too being that almost all the villains that Naruto fights, almost all of them are just foils of him. They're just all like Naruto going down a different path, choosing a different path in life, choosing a different morality. And it's not like
other shows where they really make sure it's like, no. He could have chose to be good and he's just evil, and there's no real like, yeah, like everybody's like, good and then they turn evil because something happened. But a lot of other shows, they really like, no, they're just pure evil. A lot of these shows, it's like, I mean, what is a lot of these different shows, they do that, where in Naruto, it's very much, they try to flush it out 1,000%, where they're like, yes, they're evil, but like, let me show you everything that's going on, and you're going to think about it so much differently, because you're like, well, are they evil, or is it that this and this happened, and also, you know, and then also, like, they're still contemplating their thought process, because now he's hitting talk no jutsu. Now we're having this conversation, like, let me really reflect on my life.
Exactly.
Let me see what's up, you know? So
exactly.
it is dope.
And actually, a lot of the villains, specifically early Naruto, actually switch sides because of the fact that he hits them with the talk no jutsu so hard that they're literally like, I'm going to be the ride or die now.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to be the bad guy anymore. And those are some of the best parts of Naruto, is seeing him convert all these people through his own experiences, because throughout the entire show, you can say that Naruto had the right to be the villain in the story. You have the right to say that because of how he was treated so terribly his entire life, his entire childhood. But he chose to be the good guy.
Facts.
And I think that is the heart and philosophy
very powerful
of the show, and why it resonates so much with people.
And I'm a really big advocate on friendship and just, you know, championing your friends and just like enjoying that camaraderie. So I think that's also what like really, you know what I'm saying, like hits home for me, where I enjoy that show the most, I would say.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I guess in some of my other favorites, I'm even worse than you when it comes to being able to rank and stuff like that. Because for me, I'm like, anytime somebody asks me, I go, my favorite is Naruto Shippuden. My second favorite is Tokyo Ghoul, which is like a weird like left field, because I'm like, I don't really like horror like that, but I think it's because it's more of a psychological horror and it gets more into like the brain of things. And I love a good coming of age story that really like makes me love it a lot more, even though I'm not a manga reader. So for the most part, it's like when I saw the third season, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I had to like do my research or whatever, especially because I was so hyped for it to come out. I was waiting for so long, whatever. But, you know, definitely the two first seasons, like, you know, I'll ride or die with forever.
Yeah,
but
they really disconnected after that third season.
Yeah, but
sadly.
In general, yeah, I would say those two. And then, I mean, yeah, I do love, like, you know, I can see some of the shows where I'm like, I really love them, but it's not like my favorite, where it's like a Hunter x Hunter, like I really do love, but it's not like, you know, it's not like one of my favorites, or like a, what else is like really critically acclaimed?
I'm just a Togashi fan. I love, and it's funny because I actually love Yu Yu Hakusho. I actually love Yu Yu Hakusho more than Hunter x Hunter.
But that makes sense, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But I also grew up with that show as well. That was like my third or fourth anime that I watched. And
fair.
That show used to be my favorite for years. I used to tell people that was my favorite. And then One Piece kind of edged it out recently.
One Piece edged it out.
It's true. It's true.
That's fair. My what is it? One of probably like maybe my first or one of my first anime when I was a kid was Zatch Bell. And that's kind of like close to my heart.
Okay.
Where I'm like, that's like a sleeper where, you know, what is it? Not a lot of people know really. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, they'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, well, you know. And I remember I really felt, I got like a little nod from when I was in Japan, and I saw a Zatch Bell poster in this like one museum I went to, and I was like, they understand.
They get me.
They get me. You know what I'm saying?
They understand.
Because I know it's like slightly, even though it was kind of popular at the time. Like I know is like it's like a slightly, you know, left field one. But yeah, I mean, I love I love Attack on Titan, obviously. But like with new gen, you know what I'm saying, I love My Hero. I'm a big, I'm a big Horimiya fan. I'm saying Hiromi. I always forget. Horimiya. What is it? I'm glad I was like able to mention that, and then you were like, "Bro, it's really good." I was like, "I did good."
I'm like, we could talk about shonens all day, but the homies that know the slice of lives, bro, those are the real ones, bro. They're the real ones, because then that's how you know your taste is diverse.
Fair.
And you don't, and no disrespect to the people who just like shonen. It's like fair if you do. It's the most popular genre for a reason.
Fair.
But my slice of life homies, they have a special place in my heart because They know ball.
They know ball.
They know ball. They do.
Yeah, so I would say that. Yeah, just trying to go through some of like the newer animes like that. My Hero. I said like, what is it? Yeah, I mean, like, I love Solo, but, like, obviously, like, it's not, like, my favorite, but, it's a nice little aura.
The animation's cool.
So,
the aura farming,
beautiful.
yeah, everything a little too overrated.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? But it's super fire.
It is really good.
But,
Don't get me wrong. It's great. Hype for it's too crazy, though.
But, yeah.
Hype for it's way too crazy. I'm like,
Yeah,
everyone's saying, this is the best anime of all time. I'm like, no. I'm like, no.
I would say, yeah, Big Cowboy Bebop. What is it? I was trying to...
he's going into all the classics and stuff like that, too. I'm
like, bro. Yeah, I mean, because I'm just trying to, like, go through, like, a lot of the ones I really like. Like, I'm a big, what is it? Kill la Kill, but what is it? Like, I just love the goofiness of it, which is, like, the animation and, like, the fighting is, like, fun and cool, but just like the goofiness of it, like is even doper. Like, I'm a big like Mako fan when she has like her. I'm gonna get real extra. You know what I'm saying? She has like her hat on and has like she has like a really tough fit on, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like the art style of that was
no,
really
I've seen
cool.
Kill la Kill.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
I like Gurren Lagann a bit more because it's not from the same studio, but like that's also like
facts. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Which
is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But again, talking about all the classics, bro, like what you just said, like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I still haven't watched the new version. I've only seen like the original. Obviously,
the classic is the only one that you really like need to see, and like the new one is kind of just more like, oh, let's try to bring it back.
I'm struggling to try it out because I do love Trigun so much. Like, what is it? Yeah, Vash Stampede.
Vash,
like, you know what I'm saying? What is it?
Shout out Johnny Young Bosch. That is his first ever role, and he killed it.
That is crazy.
It's true. That was his first ever role, and he killed it off rip.
And what is it? The new animation styles is weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like I don't know if I could get into it. But
I agree.
The fact that it came out with another season, I'm like, damn. Like,
yeah. Well,
but Fire, what is it? Yeah, Fire Shoto. What is it? Yeah, so there's a lot of different stuff, but like on the spot I'm trying to think and it's hard, but it's like, yeah, there's so many different things I've like, obviously like seen, but what's at like the top is always hard to be like, yeah, this is better than this, but no, this is a little better than this, but obviously, I'm saying, yeah, I'd have a One Piece in there, obviously, I'm saying, and like I got love for Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z is definitely like, there's some Dragon Ball Z that's kind of hard just not to...
Objectively, the first third of Z is the top tier of the entire franchise.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just so tough, And I'm a huge Teen Gohan fan. So, what is it? That's like...
yeah, that's like second third of the Z era. And I think that's also up there with the first third, but that first third storyline wise and story wise is the top tier, objectively speaking.
Fair,
but I do agree that second third with the Gohan moment, it's the most hype, the most exciting, and the most emotional moment of the entire franchise.
You smart, I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So I get it. I feel you. I
understand.
I just feel like the Android Saga specifically, they took a while to get there, and you could tell. I mean, it's famously known that the editors of Jump told Toriyama to change the villain multiple times.
Yeah.
So it took him a while to get to that point. But once he got there, he got right back up to those Frieza, Vegeta levels of the series where I'm like, okay, here, this is Toriyama right here. This is him.
But yeah, so that, and then what is it? Yeah, some what is it? Some I love me a little Fate. I love me. What is it? Yeah, there's a lot of
fan in this day and age is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I love me a little. You know what I'm saying? A little Fate. What is it? Blade Works type. You know what I'm saying? A little
Heaven's
Zero.
Feel.
Saying a little Heaven Feel. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I was really appreciative to see it in that quality. It was nice. It was nice. You know what I'm saying? What is it? And then we're pretty much we'll wrap up soon. What is it? Pretty much. So yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. Yeah, we can go on for days, like whatever. But Also wanted to hear what your thoughts were on you were saying there's a real niche one that you wanted to throw out. You know what I'm saying?
So, this is kind of like probably going to be interesting for people.
I was like, what is he gonna say? Fooly cooly? Like, what is he gonna say? What is he
No. This one is one that I know people don't watch, but
what is he gonna say? 86? What is he gonna?
No. Oh, good pulls though. Good pulls. I like those pulls.
Appreciate it.
There's one show that I think is probably one of the most criminally overlooked pieces of media ever put, and the fact that it's in an anime is crazy.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon. No, I'm just fucking. I know. It's gonna be a crazy pull, I hope.
It is. For all you people out there who don't know this show, and it's a long title, but it's Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This show is probably one of the best pieces of fiction, period.
Okay.
That I've ever seen.
Okay.
Because it is a space opera that focuses on a war that expands across an entire galaxy. And you're watching two sides of this war clash with each other. And the show doesn't try to tell you to pick who to root for. It's just an objective look at this war. Okay. And you start on one side and you're like, okay, these people are kind of cool. Like, I might rock with these guys. But then you go to the other side and you're like, oh, wait. Low-key, the best character of the entire show is on this side. And I really want to root for this guy the most out of everybody. Okay. And so the show doesn't ask you to pick and choose sides. It tells you to watch and make your own decision for yourself. Similarly to the live action show that I know people have watched, Game of Thrones. It is genuinely the Game of Thrones of anime.
Well, damn, that's a selling point like a motherfucker, ain't it?
And nobody knows about it is the crazy part. Nobody talks about this show. Yeah. Nobody brings it up.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I just never seen it.
Nobody brings it up in the top 10 animes of all time. This is a top 5. Easily. And it's very slow and it's very hard to get into because it's a sub-only show. So for all you dub people out there, I'm sorry. There's no easy way to consume the original show.
I guess it's not that popular.
You're not wrong. He's not wrong. The sad part, he's not wrong.
Nah, they just never showed it no love. I feel like after a certain point, you just can't get a dub. Like if the show's pretty low.
Well, it came out in the 80s.
Exactly.
It took them 10 years to make the show. Is the crazy part. And it's only 100 episodes. Okay. This was a passion project.
Honestly, I thought it was longer.
No, it's
from
100.
What I remember from what is it? Last time I looked at it.
I think it's 110 episodes or something like that. Okay. So it's actually shorter than Hunter x Hunter, and it's shorter than Yu Yu Hakusho, which I know a lot of anime people have seen. But it's genuinely that good. It covers everything, every topic. War, race, religion, etc. Like Game of Thrones, it's like a fantasy series. It's a space opera epic that focuses on a lot of real life, political, historical topics. Yeah. And it feels like you're watching an anime history book come to life. You know? Okay. And it's not like the most visually crazy striking show. Yeah. But the crazy moments that happen are damn, people are getting offed in this show.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this anime episode of the MC Pod. This is going to be part 1 of the anime episode. We will be releasing another version, part 2, very soon. Make sure to comment your favorite part of this episode, what, takes you liked, what takes you didn't like, all of the above. Let me know your thoughts, if you enjoyed this episode or not. If you like anime, let me know what other things you want us to talk about in part 2, whether that's, what new shows are out and, you want us to talk about that, or just different topics you want us to talk about in general. Until then, see you soon. Hope you enjoy the regularly scheduled program of the MC Pod and, loving movies. Stay tuned. See you soon.